Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Worcester, Massachusetts, fighting from the Worcester Boys and Girls Club, introducing Bobby Harris.
Jimmy, I think they're starting at the top. I think.
We do start.
They start at the top. It's Montalvo and Muhammad Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a correction. My apologies. Introducing fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from New Britain, Connecticut, fighting out of representing Martinez Boxing. Here is MOHAMMAD Allen. And fighting out of the red corner, hailing out of Montalvo Boxing Association, coming from Stamford, Connecticut, introducing DEYDREI Montalvo.
Well, we kick things off in the amateur ranks here at the Fox Theater at Foxwoods Casino in Ledyard, Connecticut. Actually, technically on the Indian reservation known as MOHAMMAD, Connecticut. Our first bout of the evening sees DEYDREI Montalvo taking on Muhammad Allen. Montalvo wearing the red trunks, Allen wearing the black trunks. Nice left hand from the get-go, courtesy of Montalvo. Montalvo wearing the red trunks decorated with the colors of the Puerto Rican flag, whereas Allen just wearing the straight-ahead black trunks. Some good action here in round one between Montalvo and Allen in our opening bout here at Foxwoods Casino. Montalvo comes to us from Stamford, Connecticut. Allen coming to us from New Britain, Connecticut. So an interstate rival between these two middleweights competing in the 154-pound weight class as amateurs. Fighting 3 two-minute rounds in the amateur ranks. Round one comes to a conclusion in our opening bout of the evening between DEYDREI Montalvo and Muhammad Allen. Montalvo comes to us from the Montalvo Boxing Association gym, a gym that shares his namesake. Muhammad Allen comes to us from the Martinez Boxing Gym in New Britain, Connecticut. Connecticut is a state within New England that has been a hotbed of top talent within the world of boxing over the past few years. The most notable example would be former light heavyweight champion Chad Dawson, who originally was actually from one of the Carolinas but emanated to Connecticut, which is where he began his boxing career. But in recent years, there's been some top-notch prospects coming out of that state, including the undefeated Luis Rosa, whose father, Louis Rosa Sr., will be working the corners of some top-notch amateurs a little later on this evening. And in our main event tonight, Mike Oliver of Hartford, Connecticut, formerly ranked the #1 junior featherweight in the world via the IBF, takes on Cornelius Locke in our 8-round featherweight main event tonight. Round 2 of this scheduled 3-rounder between DEYDREI Montalvo and Muhammad Allen. Once again, Montalvo wearing the red trunks, Allen wearing the black trunks. Nice right hand to the body, courtesy of Montalvo. He's got Allen cornered. Allen doing a good job of keeping himself out of that corner. Very spirited battle between these two amateurs thus far. It appears thus far that Montalvo is the aggressor. Allen trying to counterpunch. Did a nice job counterpunching out of the corner with a nice right hand moments ago. Montalvo goes upstairs, seemingly catching Allen off guard momentarily. More often than not, when it comes to amateur boxing, if you're not familiar with either of the two fighters individually, you can tell how well schooled they are, courtesy of what gyms they come from. In Montalvo's case, it's the Montalvo Boxing Association, and in Allen's case, it's the Martinez Boxing Gym. And while I'm not particularly familiar with either of those two gyms, both guys do appear to be very well schooled from what I've observed thus far. Very evenly matched as well. Good amateur matchmaking here on this CES card at the Fox Theater at Foxwoods tonight. Round 2 coming to a conclusion, and another spirited round of boxing between DEYDREI Montalvo and Muhammad Allen. This bout, the opening bout of a 12-fight Pro-Am card here at the Fox Theater at Foxwoods tonight. Pro-Am shows a good way for amateurs to get exposure to fans who normally would not see them otherwise. Save for big championship matches and tournaments a la the Golden Gloves. Amateur boxing, for the most part, is conducted at PAL halls, armories, high school gyms, and anywhere you can really fit a gym, or a ring for that matter, VFW halls and things of that nature. Nice to see some of these amateurs getting an opportunity to fight at a top-notch venue, such as the Fox Theater here at Foxwoods, a venue which has been the setting to some incredibly memorable professional bouts throughout the years, some of which we'll talk about through the duration of this broadcast. Round 3, and this is the final round of this amateur bout. Middleweights, DEYDREI Montalvo and Muhammad Allen. Once again, Montalvo wearing the red trunks, Allen wearing the black. First 2 rounds been very competitive. It appears that Montalvo has landed the heavier punches throughout the course of the fight, but perhaps at times Allen has landed more. And as I say that, we should take into consideration that following the 2012 Olympic Games in London, USA Boxing and AIBA, the International Amateur Boxing Association, have decided to move towards a more professional style scoring system than what they had previously. Previously, there was a punch count system involving judges with clickers in each hand clicking when fighters would land clean punches with the white portion of the gloves across their knuckles. However, that scoring system has gone away since the many controversies which took place at the 2012 Olympic Games in London, where many people left themselves scratching their heads at the outcomes of certain fights. Nice right hand upstairs, courtesy of Montalvo. Oddly enough, that scoring system of punch counting went away following a controversy at the 1988 Olympics where Roy Jones was robbed of a gold medal. But following the outcry of many boxing fans, supporters, and personalities in 2012, USA Boxing and AIBA have decided to go towards this more professional scoring system. So we will have professional-style scores read at the conclusion of this fight, a la the 10-point month system, which will be used in the professional fights we'll see later on tonight here at the Fox Theater. Closing seconds of the final round of this opening fight of the evening here at the Fox Theater, and Montalvo closed the round very strong as both fighters share an embrace at the end of the bout. It appears that DEYDREI Montalvo, with the heavier, more thudding shots throughout the course of that fight, probably did enough to win, at least in my estimation. We will see how the official judges score it. Once again, we are coming to you from the Fox Theater at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Connecticut. CES Connecticut Classic. Peter Zimbor here calling the action ringside. And we thank you for joining us, no matter what platform it is that you happen to be watching this broadcast on. Take a look at some of the action from the final round of that bout between Montalvo and Allen. And I mentioned Montalvo finished the round strong. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. As you'll see, he comes with a nice right hand right towards the close of that fight, right as the bell is about to sound. And it actually was a left hand. We'll send it to our official ring announcer for tonight's scorecards to be read. Our ring announcer is Jamie Beliveau.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards for your winner, fighting out of the red corner from New Haven, Connecticut, Elvis Figueroa.
Well, DEYDREI Montalvo out of the red corner with the win in the opening bout of the evening over Muhammad Allen. He wins that bout via decision. We're coming to you from Connecticut, Foxwoods Resort Casino. DEYDREI Montalvo victorious in our opening bout of the evening.